What is going on, everybody? Hope you're having a great summer. We are excited that we are less than a month away from hunting season. So we got a fun video for you today. It was really fun for me. This trip was kind of a big experience all around for me. Started off chasing whitetails, which we're gonna show you a little bit about that. But if you haven't watched last year's video of Chris shooting that buck, I'll link it right here. We're gonna go through that pretty quick because really the heart and soul of this video was our sporadic change in plans to head north to hunt with our buddy Jake and Austin, still in South Dakota, but spot and stalk mule deer. We're gonna bring it to you. It's a little longer video, lots of action. We hope you guys enjoy it. But before we get to that, we're hoping that we'll see everybody that can make it out at Hunt Stock this upcoming weekend. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, you can save 10% with the code JustHuntClub. It's an awesome festival celebrating, you know, our hunting culture in the Northeast and all around. We're gonna have a big booth there, new merch, giveaways, and there's going to be a lot of great channels, vendors, and brands that are going to be there. And if you are going, make sure you swing by the booth, and we can't wait to chat about hunting with you, and we hope you enjoy this video. For the past few years, we've been heading out to Chad's farm to kick off whitetail season, the 1st of September. With a lot of success in the past, we couldn't help but be extremely optimistic going into this trip. Chasing bucks in September lets us get a kickstart to the season, and this was actually the first time I have ever been able to deer hunt this early. We got out to the farm a few days early, and with a lot of it being in beans, it made finding bucks pretty easy, but hunting them a little more tricky with the wide open landscape. Many of the fields the bucks were hitting didn't line up well with our predominant winds that week. And with those big ag fields and not a lot of trees to hunt out of, it took us a little bit of time to get creative. We bounced around in the saddles the first couple days of the trip, trying to catch those deer coming back to bed in the morning, and also getting in front of them before they hit those big ag fields. With little to no luck, we decided that we were gonna have to get creative if we wanted to get into bow range of one of these bucks. On day 3, Bailey and I decided we were gonna make a cedar blind and hunt on the fence row where we've seen a lot of bucks coming out into that big bean field every night. Give her a shot. We got our little hut set up here. Turned out pretty good. Those bucks came right out of this draw. As long as they don't get spooked by this and feed out into the beans, it should be 30, 35 yard shot. We set up so if we have to, we can shoot this corner if they cut up here. Basically just use cedar limbs. The unfortunate thing is Bailey's not going to be able to sit in here. He's going to duck right back into this tree back here. So we're going to do the best we can. It's just, it is what it is. We got, limited amount of days out here. And I'm going to have the GoPro running right with me here. So you should be able to see the whole thing if we can pull it off.
from over here. So we're gonna do our best, get as good as footage as always, but I got the GoPro running if it comes to plan B. They've been coming up this little low spot. We'll see. He's done it every night, so if there's a night he's not gonna do it, it's probably the night because we're in here. But still, it's cool to do something different. I think as long as they don't get freaked out by this brush, we should be in the chips. The waterfowl hunting over the years really paid off for brushing this thing in, but the other thing that should help is we got the sun going down right over our backs. So once those shadows get down and the sun's down, it should make it a little more difficult to see. Son of a gun. Just had a buck at like 5 yards. He didn't cut out into the beans at all. He just walked this fence line, which we've seen him do, but I figured that they would have cut out into the field a little bit more. And he got to like 3 yards. What do you do? I tried to stop him when he bounced out to like 20, but he didn't stop. He blew a couple times. Hopefully that's it. I don't think he really knew what the heck was going on. But he had no care in the world about the blind. So that's good. So freaking close. That was a really cool encounter. He said not a huge buck, but I don't care. Full velvet. An encounter like that, that's an experience. That's what we're here for. Hopefully the night's not over. About 550 yards. Got about 25 minutes left. Right over his freaking back. Oh, he was way closer than I thought. Easy. I shot right over his back. He was way closer than I thought. Coyotes. Coyotes. I can see the coyote. They started to come down this fence. I moved my pin to 30. I had it set at 25 before. And he was probably 20. I screwed up. So here's the downfalls of having a single pin. I thought he was going to run the same line as those other ones. I was going to get a 30-yard shot right here. When they jumped the fence, he came and angled right at me. I didn't even think about it, but I think he was way closer. I think he was like 15 or 20. This is what I'm good for. God, really. That was cool. We got, yeah, I mean, I'd say we got as close as you can possibly get, you know?
After a swing and a miss on my part, Chris picked up the slack on day 4 and harvested an awesome buck on the last day of his trip. A trip we thought we'd just be chasing whitetails quickly changed into another opportunity when our buddies Jake and Austin called, and before we knew it, we had our truck pointed north.
We just packed up everything, kind of a little sporadic situation here. Our buddy Jake and Austin are up north about 3 hours. We're gonna rip up there. They've got a bunch of mule deer. They both tagged out and said they got another day today and tomorrow to hunt. So they said, come up. So it's hot, windy, nasty here. Chris shot that buck last night. You know, it's all about the experience. So we're gonna go try to experience something, and then we can come back here. We got 2 days left here. So figure something different. Might as well take advantage of it. They're watching bucks right now. So we're gonna go 3 hours north and see if we can run up on a muley. Here you go.
You look so happy. I was just sending you this picture or so.
Oh, your child was just on there. Alright, wait, spin around. Yeah. Looks a little different than them crop fields, huh, Bailey?
Sure does.
Ain't no beans out here.
No, there's no beans out here. Where do you get eyes on them from? Alright, Jake and Austin spotted a buck right down over here earlier this morning, or right before we got here, so we're running out of time. It's just like a super quick stalk. Hoping he's still right there. I don't know. We're gonna go with it. Look at them guys. That's right. Alright, we're making a stalk on a buck. Way down here, we just got one right here embedded. About. That pine tree's 110 yards. It's pretty slow. Oh, right here, right here, right here, right here. That was that 3x4. Is that other one still there? He must have been right on the backside of this. We're making a stalk on this buck and never saw him. We didn't want to come to that edge too much. That was cool though. That was really cool. Drive 3.5 hours and have some pretty solid action in 2 hours. So worth it already. Almost at the base of this knob. So all I had to do is he ran the side hill eye level with me. And I was just like, hey.
with the second knoll to see if that buck was still in there.
He was at 50 yards from
50
us.
yards from us right there, just feeding, and then he kind of broke out and went through the next cut. And then we saw him start coming up, and we're like, oh,
I'm like,
no.
he's gonna run him over.
I was like,
So we didn't bump him then?
10 yards.
No, it was us.
No,
I
it
thought
was
we
us.
bumped. I thought he may have been
I think
like
he
right
got-
over here
We
and
were
got our
laughing a
wind.
little bit, and then I think he caught our scent a little bit.
All right, we're wrapping up our quick hunt here for the first evening in South Dakota still, but just completely different landscape. You got Jake's buck and Austin's buck that they shot earlier in the week. And we came pretty close tonight. It was like we only had like 2 hours and we got real close to killing one. So we're looking forward to tomorrow. We got the tent set up. We're camping out here and go trance around and see if we can't get a good stalk in and maybe get an arrow on one if we're lucky. So get some shut-eye, awesome change of pace getting out here and good friends, and it's going to be a blast. So we got a day, maybe two if I can convince them to stay for Wednesday, but might not need it. So we'll see you guys in the morning. There's a buck right on this top, straight out. Pretty sure it's a buck. See it standing up there? There's another one walking up about the crest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a buck. There's 3 of them. We just watched a couple bucks go up over the hill, so keep an eye on them and wait for them to bed. There's 3 or 4 of them. One was definitely a good one. Just kind of glassing while they're still up and moving around this morning.
Nice clean 4x, about 23, 24 wide.
What's the one walking? There's one walking right straight.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Whatever.
Yeah, he's not going to stay there
He's not gonna
too
stay
long.
there for too long until when that sun gets high around noon. He's gonna move out of there. But you can make that stalk right now.
If we're doing it, let's...
Hey, why not, right?
When in room,
It's
right?
not like we got a week.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we spotted a buck. We're gonna go make a move on him pretty quick because it's probably gonna get up and move here soon. So we gotta make a loop and then come back down on him. So just jump in the side by and go. Valley. Easy. Right in this shade. Don't move. See he's dying. See this yoga? See the shade? He's right there. Shot right under him. How far is he? I don't know. 38 yards.
So you just...
I shot him for 30. That's probably what we should have done.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
But now, like, they're not
Didn't-
gonna, now they're not gonna move out of their bed for, like, sometimes now with these, I mean, you see how they are. Sometimes I just give them the wind so they get up and they're just checking stuff out, like,
Yeah.
what the heck?
But I should have just not taken that last step.
I wonder if you saw your shadow or something.
I
the
was
way the wind was.
starting to think about that when we were coming up over. I'm sure he heard us. I mean, those things have ears like a freaking...
Yeah, I think their ears are more important than their smell.
For sure. Well, aim for a lack of flinging.
No? I like it though.
Yeah,
We're flinging arrows.
Try and get another one, I guess.
Let's get on another one. Where did that deer come from?
Oh yeah, he's a good one. Came from that bottom.
Where we saw him going this morning.
That's a big one.
All right. Well, we spotted that buck down there, and that big one stood up and bounded off, but Austin's across the way and watched him bed, so.
We're gonna go regroup get the whole group together, get some water in us, and then go on for a midday stalk.
Bailey said he needs a snack.
Yeah.
We're back where we left. We stalked that buck earlier, and he's still bedded down here. We're just waiting for him to shift because the sun's about to hit him, and then we're gonna make a move. So
It's like just as good as the stalk bed.
it's tight up against the tree now.
Yeah.
Did he lay back down?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are gonna be there for a little while.
So if he's sitting like that, should we still just lay him out, you think?
See what the wind's like when you get down there,
See
and
what the wind's like, and just take it. I mean, I would just take it from tree to tree. If you get into that cut that he's in, I would come our way.
Just start sliding down it.
Just start
yeah, because
sliding
you're
down.
gonna have the wind the whole
'Cause
entire
you're gonna have
way.
the wind, as long as you don't make any noise, it'll be a. This is like the stalk that you like drink.
Yeah.
Like,
All right.
Can we just put that?
All right, Jake.
So basically, what he's saying is, this is the most perfect stalk you can
Yeah,
have.
just like the first one.
Don't mess it up.
And the second one.
I feel fairly confident. Keep your eye on that little buck though, just in case.
Okay. We will. And you know what to do with that one. You just take that.
Yeah,
that,
I'll miss him too.
Yeah.
Jake just dropped us off. We're gonna go on a stalk on this buck. He sat up top, watched him shift in his bed, so now he's facing away from us. We got a good stiff wind, so he's by himself. As long as things go right, we should be able to get pretty close. So hopefully we make this one happen. I want to make sure we're up high enough, but not too high, because if there's deer above us that we couldn't see, they'll run up if we're below them. But if we're above them, they'll run right down through that draw. We just got down to our first landmark. It's crazy when you look at things from an advantage. You can't tell the terrain that's over here. I think it should work out in our favor. We're just gonna regroup here for a second and come up with a plan. Make sure we're just playing the cards right. We got good wind. It's coming just back like this. I think we should be able to slip right down through there. Hopefully we're within range. That's going to be the tough part, but I think we'll be close. So we took a picture from the other direction. We're comparing with Hunt Stand right now, trying to count up trees. Pretty sure he's right like 70 yards from us right now. I don't know what's that? 30 yards. So that puts us within 40 once we get to that next break right there. He's on that side of it. So I don't know if we should just get right on that edge and sit there.
a shot. If he was frontal,
I could have smoked that. That's where I was. Wait, did he just go right up here?
he's not going very far. Had we not taken that last step, I would have shot him right before he was about to bed down. He got our wind a little bit. He was pawing the ground, getting ready to bed.
3 yards.
Yeah, I know. All I saw was his head before he wheeled. Saw the tips of his tines, and I'm like, Bailey's right here. He's like, where? I'm like, there's no other explanation besides right here. Like, right here.
Well, where he was obviously
And then he just,
super shaded.
Like, we were right here, and he just slid. Our wind was coming like this, and he just slid off to our left a little bit, and must have just got a tiny bit of it, and that's when he bounded to the right.
That's when he bounded up.
Mm-hmm. And then he stopped right behind a giant cedar tree.
And that was too thick to even
Oh,
see or do
yeah.
anything.
Yeah, he couldn't see us. He peeked out. Because he stood there for probably, what, 30 seconds?
Where, behind the tree?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you were drawn back for a while.
I don't even care what this tastes like. It's probably not going to taste good. I can feel a lot better. I've never felt worse after slamming 300 milligrams of caffeine. So we've just been working these cuts real slow, working out the points, glassing. Jake and Austin dropped us off. They're gonna go look for another deer. I don't know why I'm whispering. This thing's like 900 yards away. But anyway, we just worked down here and I just got eyes on a really, really big deer. Like, not a mule deer hunter, so like all mule deer seem big to me. But this thing, like, it looks like really big. Yeah, I mean, he's like, you know, like, you know how the farmers, like, there's one out there like this. Yeah, that's what this one is. He's like,
The other ones have been like tall, but he's like wide and tall.
he's huge. Alright. Go right up there. Our wind should be money. Yes. I'm gonna stand up and shoot. It's right here. It's right down here. He doesn't know it. What do we do different on that one? It was too steep. I don't know. He never whipped at me. But like when he was too, like, I couldn't shoot the angle right. Yeah, I couldn't see anything. Huh? Oh man, they're not gonna want to hunt with us tomorrow.
We're trying.
He was right on that. He was right on, like right there, and we were back another 2 or 3 yards because I ranged this one, and it was 16 yards. And then he went on that side hill, and that was that. Could you see his rack?
What's that?
I could just see his rack.
Yeah, it was pretty big.
Yeah, he was a nice one. All of them were nice ones today. I mean, kind of upsetting. I missed one right off the rip, but getting a lot of practice in, that's for sure. They're probably about sick and tired of us screwing up.
John, this is a good start for us.
I'm gonna have to get a new camera guy for the fall. I'm 2 for 2 with Jake. 0 for 7 with Bailey. They came right here. I told you they were gonna be mad at us.
That was crazy to watch
But
that
I
in the
think-
binos.
but-
Like you guys played that as best as you could.
He was just, I mean,
Was he standing when we came
he
up
was
here?
he was standing
No.
when you guys crested.
Well,
he was standing when they crested.
They were up here before he stood up, because we could see them crest, and that buck was still
On
down.
a bank like this,
Yeah.
just put it on 20
That's
and walk
what I had.
over.
Yeah.
And just walk over and be ready.
Yeah.
But yeah, I shot mine down here.
Yeah, that was a nice one.
And then he ran up. I don't know. You've had your bow back 4 times today.
More, yeah, more than that.
More than that?
Once. No, 4 times.
4 times?
Yeah.
You didn't have one. It's been a day, hasn't it?
I mean, I'm like, I'm having a freaking blast. So it's like,
It's a blast.
as long as I'm not irritating you guys too much, and you're just like, oh, now we gotta find another one.
On to the next. You just gotta be persistent. That's the thing.
It's fun to watch. Like
Yep.
up there, that was the other one that you guys had with the one that came at 3 yards. Like that was cool to watch. But that one was suspenseful. Like
that was very suspenseful for us.
Like,
Like,
He's
you were
gonna.
right
because like
in our
even
angle,
when you were right here,
that
it
buck
looked
was
like you were.
Looked like you,
right
like I was on
there.
top of him.
in like
Yeah.
quartering away shot. We're like, draw back, shoot.
All right, we just got back. Had a little rendezvous there. Bob always said sometimes the best disguise is in plain sight. I tried the beat the deer method. It worked pretty good. Yeah. Did you see us?
I go look at them
They all
running. You look like an orangutan.
They definitely were scared once we started running. Definitely scared them a lot. Tried to outrun something with 4 legs. It's not gonna work, but it's still fun. Gonna give it a go tomorrow, about half a day, and then that's gonna wrap up our South Dakota trip. So hopefully we can have some last minute luck. So we'll see you in the morning.
But you're not hunting.
I got it.
But I don't.
I'm gonna work up a
Humding for the rangefinder, so I don't have to pull it out of my pocket
There you go.
like an idiot. All right, it's our last morning here in South Dakota. We split up this morning to glass 2 different areas. Bailey and I are watching this side that we did the majority of our stalks on yesterday and had some crazy encounters. Yesterday was probably one of the best days of hunting I've ever had besides without killing one. I mean, it was just an absolute blast. So super happy that we decided to rip up here from where we were hunting before, and fortunate for good friends. Hopefully we can make something happen before this afternoon.
They're either gonna bed up in line
nowhere for them to bed on the left side of that spine. He's got to be in that cut.
He's gotta be in this spot right here.
He's in that thick stuff because I watched them two come all the way
He
down.
was up in the side.
Yeah.
Over there.
I never once seen him, so he could either be bedded right there or... Dude, they're going right to that tree.
You might be able to film the deer.
So they're taking the same cut
walking.
that
We walked down.
you guys walked down last night, and where I killed my buck. They're gonna go bed right now. They're not feeding anymore. They're just going. They're walking straight
Yeah,
to bed.
they fed over here from the time we saw them till just right before you guys got back.
Alright, we got a couple options here. Watched 2 decent bucks go. We couldn't see where they bedded, but the sun's blasting all this easterly facing side hill, so they're on the back side. And there's a bed down here that Jake shot his buck out of that we're pretty sure one went into. And then where we came up over on that big one last night, on the back side of that, we think there's one too. The big one we came over last night is past them, up in another little drainage. So we have a couple opportunities on this stalk. Basically all we gotta do is drop over here. There's no wind, so we're gonna have to go pretty slow. It's freaking hot already, but we're gonna drop over this and creep up the backside, get to that big pine tree, and hopefully we'll be able to see one that's bed and make our move and get one shot on the final day here.
Pretty cool. Well, we get to go home with a couple sheds at the very least. You do. Idiot.
That sucked. That's why you never say it's over till it's over, I guess. Literally sent Bailey back to get the shoes. I walked down, grabbed this shed. Never even thought about it. That one could have been bedded in this tall grass right in this swale. That big 3x3 was right there. Never knew I was there. I just walked this cattle trail and didn't know I was there until I got by him. Jumped up, turned around with my you-know-what in my hand and watched him go. He never even went up there. Oh my God, if we knew he was there, it would have been... Oh, Bailey's not gonna believe me. He was bedded right in this swale.
What do you mean?
I walked right by him. That big 3x3, that one up there wasn't him. He was bedded right here. 20 yards, I walked right by him. Got to right there. He got my wind and jumped up and ran up there.
Stupid.
I didn't even think I should have, because I've been saying this whole trip since we left. They like to bed in those swales. They like to bed in those swales. They like to bed in those swales. Hey, John, why don't you walk like an idiot by the swale and not even look at it?
Yeah, but they're... there when they do that.
We were only expecting to hunt until noon, but now we're hunting all day, so our wireless mics died. We spotted this buck that jumped out of that drainage. He's back in another drainage. He's definitely right there still. We clarified some hand signals. So Austin's way up on the top, and we glass him. He said he lost sight of that buck, so kind of regrouped here real quick. He's probably still in this oxbow, but just tucked into the shade a little bit more where Austin can't see him. So we'll get across here. We're gonna get across here, take our boots off, and then just play it real easy.
defeated once again by that same buck. I don't know, there was a doe up on the side hill. We bumped her and he saw her and got up, and by the time I saw him he was like 75 yards, so we weren't even up over for him to know we were there yet, but he's kind of on edge now, being bumped a couple times, and it's probably at the first sight of any deer being uneasy getting out of there. So Jake's going to grab Austin. We're just gonna glass a couple of these cuts right here and get back to camp, get some water, maybe eat something quick, and then see if we can find one for one final South Dakota, hopefully not screw up stalk. Well, we just spotted he's not very big, he's just a 2x, but when in room, this guy's hungry. He's out of deer meat. Let's go. It's this yucca right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to eat one of these things, dude. They're so good. It may have been a tiny bit back. He was right here. Dude, I'm not gonna celebrate yet because he's not. I don't know if he died right there. They may have seen him fall. I mean, he's not big, dude, but that was sick. He's right here. I hit him. Yeah. He was right here.
You shot him?
Yeah.
Did we get him to stand up?
Huh? So I came right here. I could see the tip of his nose. And then I drew right here, and I was like, I'm gonna take 2 steps. Right there. So he got up, obviously, like, I just saw, obviously there's not a whole lot of rack to see.
Yeah.
And he jumped right up there.
and I shot him right there, and he went right up over the hill. I mean, I think I hit him lungs, but did you get him on footage?
He jumped up and I was swinging as you shot.
Wait, he jumped up there?
Yeah, he went right up there.
He's got to be on the other side because we never saw him.
Hold on.
He literally
may have bedded down too. Like, I thought he was gonna die right there.
Wait, he went over the second.
He went right over here. Yeah. What did I say? We found that big shed, and then that little one. I said we're looking for something in between. We got the latter end of it. Let's go see if we can find my arrow. Yeah, dude, he was right here. Literally right there.
Literally, as soon as I heard the ow. As soon as I heard the I swung like this, and as soon as I swung, I think right when you shot, I had it on him. Do you have the GoPro on?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. That's gonna be sick.
Should be blood. Let's go see if we can find my arrow. Doesn't smell like guts.
No.
But it smells like maybe liver.
Blood? Oh, he's leaking.
Yeah, there's blood right here. Blood. I was gonna say.
He's in that next draw.
Jake said that. Tell him this.
Wait.
Wait.
He's right here.
He's right. Stop.
You see him?
You caught liver long in that shot.
All right. Well, that buck's standing out here. It looks like the shot's good. Maybe a tiny bit low, but he's still standing there. So we're gonna try and get another shot at him. It just kind of sucks, but it's the reality of it. So I think if we get up to this pine tree, I should be able to get another one in him, hopefully. I mean, that's the reality of it, but it sucks. Sometimes reality sucks. It's my first mule deer. I wish it was like
Here, dude. I know, it sucks. Like,
we'll go see what the shot is. I mean, there's always something to learn from. I don't care how. That's a team effort, guys. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you guys at all. I appreciate that. Bring it. Yeah, some stinky hugs. I appreciate you guys, dude. That sucks. I mean, it doesn't suck, but where's that first one? That's his exit? That's still like, should be.
Probably got one long. Because I could, when we shot him again, I could hear him going.
It's my first mule deer. Thank you. Like I said, when I came out here, I shoot stuff just as much to eat it as I do to hunt. We're out of deer meat in New York, so I mean, I'm not taking anything away from this. I mean, just to watch like that animal and how tough he was. Time is of the essence today. It's about 100 degrees, so if we get a tag on him and try to find my arrow, since that's slinging like $70 through the air every single time. And I've slung a few of them, so. All right, it's mine. Ours. Thanks, dude.
dude, that was sweet.